Hi, this is Smudge coming to you for the Smudge Report. I've been off the air for a while, but I really want to continue on where we've been because I feel there is such an assault on what the true gospel is today that it's very important for those who need to hear the truth and acquire the free gift of everlasting life. They need to hear it straight so they don't hear it wrong and believe in something that will not save. So, if you look at 2 Timothy chapter 3 and 4, you're going to see very clearly Paul is passing the baton to Timothy, and he's warning him of these things and false teachers that'll be coming, and they'll be teaching false doctrines and all these things. Well, also at this time period, there's an assault upon the gospel of grace in Paul's time period. The very first record of this is in Acts chapter 15. But today, we'll get to this to another time, but this is probably going to take several sessions, okay? But I want to go through Galatians with you, and especially chapter 1. I may get no further than that, actually. I may not even get into chapter 1's. But I want to give you what Galatians is all about, and you'll see there's an attack on what the true gospel is immediately. Now, why is there an attack? First of all, to rob those of the truth who could believe and acquire the free gift of everlasting life if you give them a false gospel. And secondly, for those who have already believed, to pervert them, to get them off track so they will not be good servants of the Lord Jesus Christ. And they'll be serving Satan, therefore they will be found with no reward and usefulness. So this all comes down to, as Paul said, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We look at the world today, all around us. The world is a disaster. We see, as 2 Timothy chapter 3 says, where people are lovers of self and all these things. Boy, you got the Uran Vandersluts, and you got all these things going on in the world before us. The disasters, the Gulf oil spills, the trauma and wrath that's being poured out on the world, the destruction of our constitutional republic that was given to us by godly men and has been perverted over years. And kids today don't even know our history or what we're all about. They don't know the Constitution. So anyways, I'm going to go on. I want to read something. This is just a lead-in from the New King James Version of the Bible, and it's a lead-in from the Thomas Nelson Study Bible, which is just excellent on the book of Galatians. And I'm going to read to you what their writing is. I highly recommend this Bible. The doctrine of it is absolutely solid and right on. Okay. The Epistle of Paul, the Apostle to the Galatians. Okay. Now, I may stop this and just post it right now because I don't think I'm going to get into this, but I just want to talk about this anyway. I'm going to post it and redo another one, a follow-on to it immediately. Why? Because all these things are happening before our eyes. I want to see people know the truth. If possible, I'd love to see it all turn around for good. It isn't looking good, that's for sure. The whole world's a disaster and turned upside down. Technology has empowered tyrants that never would have had power today. The whole world is a disaster, and we've been turned into a politically correct bunch that will no longer defend itself and stand up for what is right. We call wrong right and right wrong. We have debates over things that are clear. Hey, is adultery wrong? Of course it is. Do Christians commit adultery? Yeah, sometimes that happens. Does anybody who's a non-Christian, do they commit adultery? Yeah, sometimes. So, what is sin? All the things that God says are sin that don't live up to His standards. So let's not try to make certain things right and certain when they are clearly wrong. Humanistically, we can make them right. That doesn't mean you hate the sinner. You hate the sin. Have I sinned? You bet I have. Have I committed all sins that are known to man? No, I haven't, thank God. Have I seen my sin and it's turned me to the grace of God? Yes. So, that's where we're at. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to do a follow-on immediately of this, and then I'm going to post this. So this is just part one, the lead-in. I think this is important. This is very important. Okay, Smudge signing off on this one. I'll be back in just a second.